past the moment you looked at me from across the room. Those eyes kept following me. Something popped in my brain. Oh baby, only you I see. Feels like I'm going insane, and only you can save me. Feels like I'm drowning in ocean's blue. Baby, come on, baby, baby, come on, let's go. I'm losing control of the lights in this space. Keep jumping around, all I see is your face. Now you're moving closer, no time to escape. Your hand on my shoulder shoots me into space, and
Hi guys, and welcome back to the channel. So I'm hoping that you all are having a great day today. I'm definitely enjoying this beautiful weather here in Belgium. It's 27 degrees out and it's really lovely. So today I'm actually building something a little bit different. So I said in my previous build video that was like, I think last week, I've built this, what was it? A modern villa for Willow Creek. That's what I've built. And in that video I said I actually didn't like building traditional homes. And what am I doing today? I'm building something fairly traditional. Well, it's not that traditional because I'm building an insane asylum, like you guys saw from the title, and of course from the house overview. It's very traditional shaped, so it has like all the traditional items. It really looks a little bit Victorian, but I don't know, it's a Victorian or traditional home with a twist. And I like building those things. I like it when there is a twist. So I love building like this, an insane asylum with a secret kind of hidden basement, you know, for weird stuff. I absolutely enjoy building those. I also loved building my vampire. Was it a mansion, a manor or a mansion? I'm not sure what it was. I will link that video up here. That was also gorgeous, and I also built like a what was it? It was a basement, I think, with I don't know, a little room for, you know, private snacks for the vampires. And I also built, I think, like a cell somewhere in the tower or something. But I had a lot of fun building that that home. So this one I also enjoyed building because of that little twist, and it's a asylum, my first asylum ever, and I went with a U shape. I really like the U shape. I don't know, it's a bit different and fun. So the left and the right are very symmetrical. I try to make everything even because I love building like that, especially for these type of lots. So for the name, by the way, the name of this asylum is Echo House. So Echo House is a nickname that is from Eiken House. So I don't know if you guys know Eiken House. Eiken House is a mental health facility that is located in one of my favorite series of all time, Teen Wolf. I know, I'm a grown woman, but yes, I still love these type of series. I adore Teen Wolf. I'm so sad that it's coming to an end. I have not seen, is it ending? They're like in the last season right now, if I have that correct. I have not seen that. It's not aired here yet. Yeah, but it's coming to an end and I'm so sad. Anyways, I love Eiken House. No, this is not a recreation of Eiken House because that is really larger, not as dark as I made this one. The shape is kind of U-shaped, but not quite. So no, this is not a recreation from Eiken House. I just took the name or the nickname Echo House because they call the Eiken House sometimes Echo House because of the sounds that carries through the hallways. You know what I mean, and it seems like it's always echoing. But anyways, I really liked the name, so I thought I'm gonna grab that from my favorite series and implement it here in the build. So what am I doing here at this point? I'm just trying to figure out color. That's what I'm doing right here, and of course trying to make the roofing work. So the roofing wasn't that hard, but I still needed to make sure that it all flowed nicely, and of course using lots and lots of stuff from the vampire game pack. I needed to think for a moment. Yeah, from the vampire game pack. So also the reason why I really wanted to build this insane asylum is because I actually want to start up my own asylum challenge. That is a challenge that I have not done yet. I probably gonna record it. I'm saying probably. I still need to do like a search for how do you say that? I need to search for patients for in my asylum, because I only have 2 at this point, which you saw in the overview. You saw one of the 2 patients that I already have in the game. So the first one is, of course, the lovely, what is her name again? Oh my gosh, how can I forget it? What is her name? You know, she's from Suicide Squad. Joker's girlfriend. How can I forget it? Harley Quinn. That's the name. I'm so sorry. So sorry. Mona, so sorry. I wanted to say a bad word. Anyways, yeah, Harley Quinn, she is my favorite kind of insane character from the Marvel series. I really enjoy just watching her, really. So definitely loved her in Suicide Squad, but I also really like the old Harley Quinn as well, that you see in the more classical Batman and Robin kind of things. But yeah, really love her. So of course I needed her in my asylum, and I also really love the love story behind her and Joker. They have such a weird and intense chemistry. So of course the Joker I also added in my asylum, but I'm still looking for 6 new patients or inmates to add to my asylum, or maybe I'm gonna do like 7 inmates and a doctor or something. I'm not sure, but what I did know for sure is I needed an asylum to start my challenge, and that is what we're building right now. So this is the backyard, by the way, that I'm starting, and I had no clue. No clue whatsoever how I wanted the backyard to be landscaped. I didn't know, as you guys saw, so I went back to the front, did, you know, a little bit of fencing, fiddled around there a little bit, and then I was like, okay, Mona, now you need to figure out what you want to do with the back, because it's blank, it's empty. So I'm definitely going for like a little greenhouse. At first I wanted a separated greenhouse that was not attached to the house. Then later on I thought, well, there is this really nice decorative piece, that thingy here right here that you see from Get Together. It's, you can incorporate it in your ceiling or in your rooftop, and that is what I'm trying to do here. So keep in mind, I'm fiddling around with this for a very long time. so sorry. I should have probably just cut this out, to be honest, but then I thought, no, Mona, don't cut it out. Leave it in for the people who like to take little tips from your video, and then they can see how you made it work. So it works kinda. From the exterior, it looks really nice. It looks really encapsulated. It looks like it belongs. But when you go into the home, you can actually see it float in build mode. But in live mode, I think it was gone. So in live mode, it's gone, but in build mode, you can still see it. But I do try to hide it with plants so that you don't see that there's like a large thing sticking out with little paws. But you guys will see that, of course, a little bit later on when I'm gonna furnish that plantaria area right there. So yeah, that is basically all I needed to say for this point of the video. So let me talk a little bit about the great announcement that we've gotten on, I think it was Tuesday. Was it Monday or Tuesday? I'm not sure which day it was, but we are finally getting pets, or not really pets, it's cats and dogs, you guys, cats and dogs. And there are also foxes and raccoons, if I had that correctly. So yay, I'm so excited. As you guys know, I have 5 cats. 5 cats, and I love them all to death. So now I can actually recreate them in my Sims game. I don't know if I can have all 5 of my cats in my current household, because I am playing with my sim self family, and we are a family of 4. So I don't know if we still have like 8 slots that we can work with, or that we get like a little bit more slots for the animals. I'm not sure. I mean, I think in the Sims 3 we did not get any extra household slots, and I think it's up to 8 Sims. I'm not sure, because I never really had a full sim family in the Sims 3. I usually only play like 4 or 5 Sims, and that is like the maximum. So I'm definitely excited to play with my Sims 3 pets again. It's been a while. I have been playing with my Sims 3, but only University and Island Paradise. Those are the 2 packs that I adore. But I also loved Pets, but I don't think I have that installed at the moment. I'm not sure. I should probably check, and probably gonna play around with my Sims 3 Pets this weekend. Definitely gonna play it with my oldest daughter, Selena. She has been she has been talking about it non-stop. If she would please may play with my Sims 3 computer. So yeah, definitely gonna do that in this weekend. And she is actually really hyped for pets as well. So she cannot wait to make like kittens and just puppies and stuff like that. She absolutely adores all animals. So yes, we're excited here in this household for the upcoming expansion pack, although it is a little bit of far away, because I think the pack comes out the 10th of November, so it's a couple of months until the expansion is coming. Probably gonna get another stuff pack or game pack in between. I am not sure. And actually, if you guys have seen the patch notes, because we did get a patch for the game yesterday, there was a patch note on the forum, and if you look to the text of the patch notes, they are talking about weather. So not like, oh, there is like a seasons pack coming, but there was just a little piece of text before the actual patch notes, and they were talking about whenever I visit my mom, we always talk about the weather. That is how they start off the patch notes. So that has got me thinking, is seasons coming, or are they maybe gonna patch in rain? I am not sure, but that really made me curious. I'm gonna link that little article or the patch notes here in the description of the video if you just want to look at them and look at the little hints that are in there. But I just found it very curious, and it got me thinking that maybe the next expansion pack after pets, or game pack after pets, not bets, pets or cats and dogs, is gonna be seasons. I think there are massive hints. There were hints in the holiday pack or holiday update. There were hints in the holiday update. There were hints in the toddler update as well. So I'm probably thinking season is gonna come after pets and dogs. I have my fingers crossed. And then hopefully University, and then maybe a island vacation destination, and then I have everything I need. Oh no, and witches. I also need witches in my game as well, because however can I play Harry Potter in The Sims 4? I mean, I love Harry, but pretending that I'm playing with witches is just not fun. I need actual witches in my game. So yeah, also hoping for like an occult game pack, expansion pack, or something like that for the future. So we're almost finished with the landscaping. For the front landscaping, I talked over that entire section, but I just went with very fun looking colors. It needed to be colorful. It needed to look very well kept. It's all a exterior shell though, so on the outside it looks like a very respectable mental health facility or an insane asylum. You know, it looks like a place where people really get helped. But for the people who live here, who are taken in, they know this is not a facility that they will try to help you, you know, rehabilitate. No, they actually do like little experiments, make you more insane, you know, and oh, it's just a really fun little fantasy thingy of mine. So yeah, it's actually really not that great on the inside, but on the outside it needs to look very respectable and nice. So that is what we're going for. And on the inside, the first level is gonna be fairly normal, you know, we are gonna have guests there, but for this second floor, the bedrooms are gonna be a little bit more run down, and then of course we have a little basement area. And you guys know I love making my basements interesting. Usually I do this in my vampire homes. Now I'm doing this in this home as well. Also, I did it in my Halloween special as well. I've built this gorgeous large mansion on Halloween last year. It was on a 64 by 64 in Windenburg, and it was an mad scientist mansion. I will link that video here up in the screen as well. If you are really into these type of builds, you would love that mansion. It has like a moat going alongside and around the mansion. There is like a little graveyard, and keep in mind this is all before the vampire game pack game came out. I mean, now for this Halloween, we can step it up a notch. You know, we can go even farther with the Halloween theme, because now we have the vampire game pack, and there are so many items that I can use there. There are the gravestones, of course, that I can use, all the gargles that I used here as well. We can make it really run down, old, and all those stuff. So for this Halloween, I'm looking forward for Halloween, and I actually gotten a suggestion for a build. I think today, it was today, to build Hell House from Scary Movie 2. So I have seen Scary Movie. It's been a while. It's been like maybe 5, 6, 7 years. I'm not sure. When did that came out? A long time, you guys. So I should probably rewatch that if I want to recreate that. But that's definitely on my Halloween build list. But anyways, if you guys have like a suggestion for a Halloween build, because Halloween it's like 2 months before it's Halloween. So if you have like a suggestion for me, and I can maybe start working on it now and have it finished for Halloween, let me know in the comment section below the video. I want to throw out a bunch of Halloween specials, then build videos, maybe some casts, although I'm crap in casts, so don't get your hopes up. But I'm actually practicing my casts on the down low in my own game. And I'm getting better, but I find it so hard to make faces for my Sims. I mean, body shapes, I think I've got it. Hair, makeup, it's all fine. I can do that. It's not hard, but making an actual face, it's so hard. I find it really hard to do the cheek area. So usually some people have like these really high cheekbones, some are more lower, more distinct, you know. I have a lot of trouble with cheekbones and eye shapes. So yeah, definitely still practicing that, and probably when I get to that, when I finally perfect that, The Sims 5 is gonna come out or something like that. So yeah, don't get your hopes up, but I'm working on it. Anyway, so as you guys can see, the first floor is taking shape, and we are going with of course a L form kind of shape. So what I'm doing is I've made the living room at the front, and there is like the television room is then right there in the green section here. I wanted the television room to be adjoined to the plant room or the greenery. I just like the idea those being attached to each other. Then we have the dining room, of course, in the middle, and then here the kitchen. So I am going with a bunch of stuff packs, game packs, and expansions packs. I don't know exactly which packs by heart, so definitely using Get Together. I think get together, get to work, vampire stuff. Let me think. Parenthood, Vintage Glamour, and I also think I'm using Outdoor Retreat, and yeah, I think those are all the packs, give or take. Oh no, and I'm also using Backyard Stuff. Oh, that's my finger. Knocked my finger. No, also using Backyard Stuff and Spade. Yes, and Spade as well. So those are all the packs I think that I'm using for this build, but I can be wrong. Anyway, so here furnishing the living room. So I'm going with very neutral kind of colors, although yes, the walls are green, that is not neutral, but we needed a little hint of color here. And of course going with these beautiful Victorian lamps. So I am not mad about the furnishing of this house. You guys know I have a preference for modern. I love modern. I love a really nice combination between traditional and modern. Not so much the very traditional or Victorian, but a Victorian build now and again, like I'm doing now. I'm enjoying it. I'm enjoying the just the different kind of setting and the different kind of color scheme, of course. And yeah, I actually am very much enjoying this build. I had a lot of fun with this one. And yeah, it's felt really nice building this. So definitely gonna do more of these weird and fun builds in the future. So here I'm building the nurse's bedroom. So I knew we needed like a bedroom for the nurse and maybe like the security, or I don't know, whatever walks around in a asylum. They needed somewhere to sleep because people are gonna do the night shift, of course. So I added in a couple of beds here. There is of course a divider so that you have a little bit of privacy. I mean, you don't want to see your colleagues snore the entire night. So yeah, a little bit of privacy there. I did add in a bookshelf. There will be like a little comfortable or there is a little comfortable chair there in the corner, so they can read a book when they have like recess. No, not recess, when they're having a break. Mona, oh my gosh, talking is hard. And then here we have the main desk. So I decided to enclose the main desk in these jail cell things. I'm not sure, how do you call these things? Prison bars, that's the word. So yeah, I decided to enclose them in prison bars because this is the area where they keep all the medication, all the private files and stuff like that. And at nighttime they like to sit there, you know. It's safer for the staff to sit there comfortably. So yeah, I decided to enclose it in prison bars. I don't know if that, I don't think it's a thing in an asylum. I've never been to an asylum by the way, but I just found it fun to place it right there. And then there a little seating area for maybe the guests that come over to see the people in the asylum. They can sit there and wait until they being helped or something like that. So yeah, that is also something that I did there. So yeah, that is basically all I needed to say for that section right here. Oh, that's by the way for the challenge. So for the asylum challenge, I do know that I am placing too much bathrooms, beds, and seating area. So when you play the asylum challenge, you have like a easy, a hard, easy, a medium, and a hard mode. I was thinking to do like the medium mode, and then you can have up to, I think, 5 sleeping arrangements, so only 5 beds, and I thought 7 or 8 seating areas, so 7 or 8 chairs, and I think 1 bathroom. So if I'm gonna play with this asylum for my asylum challenge, yes, I do know that I have to take out a lot of chairs, a lot of beds, and also a lot of items that they cannot use, because I think you can only have like 4 or 5 skill building items. So yeah, I know I need to tweak it just a little bit for the asylum challenge, or I'm just gonna lock some doors that the Sims just can't use, because I just love the idea of this asylum, how it looks. I adore it, and I didn't want to make like a very, how do you say that? A very empty asylum, you know? If I would have gone with only 5 beds, 8 seating areas, this house would have been very empty, very boring, and I would have been done like 20 minutes ago. No, that's not. Maybe 10 minutes ago. It would have been a very short video and a very, very boring build. So no, I was not going for that. And of course, you don't need to use this for an asylum challenge. Maybe you just want a asylum in your game. Maybe you like playing with insane people. You can use it for that, or you can use it as a normal home as well. You can definitely convert it, take out the little office area, or you can use the office, but not as a doctor's office, because I did make it a doctor's office. You can make it a normal office and maybe tweak it here and there and use it as a normal home. That's also fine by me. So yeah, that's basically it. And I think we are gonna start furnishing the sunroom or the plant room, however you want to call it. So here added in to how do you call these planters? I think those are called planters. I am gonna add in a woodworking table later because I needed a woodworking table for the challenge. So I don't know if these planters are actually allowed for the challenge, but I don't think your Sims will autonomously plant seeds and stuff like that. So I think they are fine for decorational purposes. So I'm adding in a woodworking bench. There's also a television. I'm gonna leave one computer. There's also an easel, and there is a chess table. So those are my 5 skill building items. Although I don't know if a television is a skill building item. I'm not sure, but I do know that the television is allowed for the challenge. So we're definitely keeping the television. They probably all gonna have to stand up watching television because I need to remove all the sofas and stuff like that, but we're keeping the television as it is. Maybe we're gonna make the television room a skill building room or something like that. Anyways, I'm gonna tweak them for sure. So for the bedrooms, these 4 bedrooms, those are all gonna look the same, like almost not dead on the same. I mean, 2 of them are like dead on the same, and then the other 2 as well. I'm going for a very rundown and basically ugly looking furnishing. It needs to look like it's like an how you say it, like they don't clean it, or they do clean it, but I don't know, the inmates, they piss themselves in their cells, and they do all kind of nasty things with bodily fluids and stuff like that. So they make stains everywhere, and it's not looking as fresh and as it needs to be. So those 4 cells are definitely for the most deranged patients of this facility, and the other 2 bedrooms are for the more normal ones, and maybe the ones who families have a little bit more money and they do treat those patients well. And the other ones, you know, the other 4, those are for patients that are like really insane, like the Joker. He's like really, really insane. I would probably put him in one of those. And maybe this one could be for, I don't know, I really don't know. Maybe Batman, who has like a mental issue. He doesn't know if he like is Batman or is like Bruce Wayne or something like that. I'm not sure. I'm just throwing out things here. But these 2 are definitely nicer looking. They have fresh, clean carpet. You know, the walls are all nice. No bodily fluids anywhere. They have nice side tables, a painting. They even get a writing desk. No computer though. Computers are not allowed for the patients. They are rehabilitating, you know, in the facility. So no computers for them, but they can write on their desk. I add in, like, you can see pencils there so that you can imagine that they're writing or something like that. Or maybe can adult Sims have journals? I'm not sure, but if they can, maybe you can write them, let them write in journals. So here, making the bathroom. So I decided to divide the toilet and the shower. It's just easier because if you have so many Sims in a home, dividing the toilet with the shower, it just prevents Sims from dying from embarrassment, especially because I'm not controlling any of the sims except one sim. I'm just controlling one sims, and all of the other sims, they need to make it on their own. And I am gonna try and not kill anyone off on purpose. So yeah, I don't want to have them die of embarrassment, so I decided to separate the toilets with the shower or with the bathtub. So yeah, that is what I'm doing right here. And then here I'm just duplicating duplicating the rooms. Mona, talking is hard, like I said. And yeah, that is basically it. So we're almost done furnishing the second floor, and then we are heading over into the basement area. And I love the basement so much. In the basement, there is where we see the more insane side of me. I just love these little twists right here. So here I'm starting making the floor plan of the basement. I'm trying to make the staircase work. It was disappearing on me, but I made it work because I didn't have my move objects on. And then here I'm trying to divide this little section here. So we are going with cells, of course. So there are 2 cells down here where you can keep some of the patients, you know, in between treatments. I'm doing quotation marks aside my head, but you guys can see it. But yeah, in between treatments that the doctor has planned with them, they can go back and forth to their cell. And the doctor is a little bit of a mad scientist doctor. He likes to experiment, and he loves to actually try, he loves to look inside their brain and see what makes these patients tick. You know what I mean? So here, actually, this is actually really funny. I added in this baby crib and I couldn't get rid of it, so I needed to go out of the game, load it up again, and then it disappeared. And then I furnished just that little section there without having my camera on. So yeah, there is a little bit of footage missing. I think 2 minutes tops. So yeah, that's all that there's missing. So as you guys can see, I do make everything behind bars again. So we have like a treadmill behind bars. I'm gonna add in I don't know what it is, like a cardio thing behind bars. And then here a operating table as well. So there's a operating table, there's an examinate bed, there are 2 cribs for babies. Yes, this doctor is insane. He likes to experiment on them as well. And there are, of course, little lab objects as well. So yeah, that's basically what I'm doing here. And I just had a little bit of fun with the buy debug. So we will be scrolling and scrolling through that as well, looking for all kind of objects to add to the table. So I hope that you guys enjoyed the video. We are like almost at the end, you guys. I never thought I would made it. I mean, this video is like over 30 minutes long, but we're almost at the end. So if you enjoyed this video, I really would like to know this from you guys. So either place a thumbs up that you liked it or comment it in the comment section below the video. Please give me feedback as well on these type of buildings. You guys know Victorian and traditional are definitely not my strong side. So if you have any feedback, suggestion about how I've built that, let me know in the comment section. I love hearing from you guys. I don't always answer. I do try though. But with everything that is just happening in my life at this moment, it's like, it's insane, you guys. But I do try to say something on every comment or heart your comments if I've seen them so that you guys know. But keep in mind, my life at this point is very hectic, so I don't always get the time to say something back, or I see your comment and I'm like, oh, I'm at work, but I will say something later, and then I forget about it. So yeah, I'm so sorry if I haven't said anything back on your comments. So yeah, yeah, that is basically it. So don't forget to place those likes if you liked it, and if this is the first video that you are seeing from me and you're not put off by my constant babbling, then please subscribe to the channel for more videos like these ones, and of course hit the notification bell so that you would never ever miss a video of mine. So I hope that you guys have a awesome day wherever you are, and hopefully I will see you all soon in the next one. Bye bye.
If I had known then what I know now, I wouldn't have said what I said. I took the long road, thought I'd be better on my own. Sometimes what's right is wrong instead. 'Cause I was too young, and I didn't understand that you were the one. And I can't wait to see you again.